you shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds.
One. What's up, YouTube? This is DC Kool-Aid coming at you with
Lisa.
And we're about to tell you guys how we met. Because we've been doing videos. We got maybe over 40 videos and we never put or told you guys how we met. So, you want to start it off? You got to talk a little loud.
Sure. Was it 2010?
2010.
2010, met like a lot of other people on the internet. It's a website called Tagged. And it's not like Facebook. I guess it's sort of like Facebook. But you send people little pictures, you know, hey, how you doing? It's called Tags. So I saw her and thought she was cute, so I sent her a tag.
Oh, I was cute.
And then we just started tagging back and forth, and we were talking. At the time I was in Alabama and she was up here, so it wasn't pursuing any kind of relationship or anything, but she was cute. So I kept talking to her, and eventually in 2011 I moved to Texas, and I talked to her for a minute there, but then she got a girlfriend and I was cool with that. So I mean, I'm still tagging as a friend because, you know, that's what you do. There was nothing going on. It was, what? How long did you be there? What, 24 hours?
24-hour trip.
24-hour drive.
And I didn't think.
And I don't think that's feasible.
That wasn't going to work.
So we just friendly. And she was a little standoffish, you know, little.
I was a little standoffish.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't standoffish. What it is, what it is when you start talking to one person, it's hard to, how you call it, keep up with everybody else, as you know, as far as you know you thought was gonna go somewhere. So I wasn't standoffish. I was just giving my time to that person that I was talking to at the time.
What your name mean, baby?
Huh?
What your name mean, baby?
My name?
What does seal mean?
Oh, she asked me.
I asked her. All I asked her. Since that was not her name, I didn't know her name. I didn't know her last name was Sylvester. So I said, well, hey, what does seal stand for? Because it's spelled S-Y-L. I didn't know whether it was a family name or a nickname, or maybe she looked like a seal in real life. I didn't know. So I just said, hey, what does seal stand for? And I'm saying it exactly how I asked her. You don't need to know that. I'm like, well, I guess I don't.
Well, I didn't know her, so why did she need to know my name?
I didn't need to know her name. I asked her what it stood for. You could have said my last name. You could have said a nickname. You could have said that's a family name. You said what you need to know for. You don't need to know that yet. I'm like,
so then,
and in my head, I went, well, maybe I don't ever need to know what it stands for.
So then what happened was, the person I was dating at that time didn't work out because they decided, you know, that they couldn't travel, move, basically. They didn't have no goals on what their future was. And I'm at the age where I'm not trying to settle for nothing just to sit up there and we not going nowhere with this. So I like kind of ended that situation. So I went back on that website, Tag, not looking for nobody, but I just had to go delete all that stuff of me and the ex-girlfriend stuff off of there. So I just deleted it. And then somebody said,
Tag sends out reminders, because I assumed, I stopped tagging her as much and then at all because she was in a new relationship, and there's no point in me. I didn't want to make anybody else uncomfortable because that wasn't my thing, and I was so far away. I was like, yay, she happy. So it alerts you when somebody comes back who's been off. Welcome, the website alerts you, welcome so and so back. So it sent me an alert because we were friends, and it said welcome Seal, I forget what her whole name was on her, but welcome her back. I said, oh, And then I said, that's exactly what I said. All I said was, oh, welcome back. She answered, okay, it's okay, but I'll be all right. I'm like, wait. That didn't go what I said. Because I didn't check her profile. So I went back and checked her profile. Because before it had pictures of them and everything on there together. And I went back and checked the profile. And now the pictures were gone. And the pictures were gone. And she had single. And all I went back. Now understand, these are the sentences. I didn't write letters. I didn't even write a paragraph. Oh, welcome back. Nice to have you back. Something like that. She said what she said to me. I went and looked at her profile. And I went back and said, oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know. That was it. That was our conversation for 1 month. The next month, she sent me a message in the box and said something. And I said, oh, that's good. And she said, yeah, me and my daughter just got back from the casino. I said, I'm glad y'all had a good time. That's all we said for the next month. The next month, she said something to me in my inbox. And I said, well, hey, here's my phone number. That was 3 months after July, August, September. Right. So this was June, July.
It was a couple of months later.
It was a couple of months later. All we were saying was like one sentence a month. That was it. Till August. And I said, well, hey, here's my phone number. If you want, give me a call. So that night she texted me. So for what, a week? 2 weeks? For 2 weeks, all we did was text. Morning, noon, night, we text. I think the first week we started texting, we had 5,000 texts back and forth between us.
Right.
So, she texted me one day, and we hadn't spoken on the phone, so I didn't hear what she said. I didn't know what she sounded like. She didn't know what I sounded like, because we hadn't talked at that time for over 3 years. Just talked on the phone. So, she said, leave me a message on my voicemail.
Because she had been texting, well, we both been texting back and forth. And you know how you read text message and you ain't never heard the person, so you was like, you be like sitting there like, damn, I wonder what her voice sound like. Maybe if I hear a voice, I can put the voice with the text messaging. But I wasn't ready to actually talk to nobody because I was pretty much hurt from the last relationship. So I just wanted to hear what her voice sound like with the text message. Okay. So then I heard her voice, and then when she hung up, when I heard the voice, I was like, God damn. Okay. Now I got a voice.
So I did that. I texted her. I said, it was at night. I texted her and I said good night, and I'll text you in the morning or something like that. And that was that day. So the next day I went to do the same thing. So, but she answered, because you know you have it already. You know what I'm saying? You got everything already, what you gonna do, and then somebody just throw it off a little bit and then you confused. So I went to call and leave a message on her voicemail, and she answered, and I didn't know what to say. I was like, hello? So, and then we started talking. So since then, I don't know the exact dates. I really suck at dates. So I really can't, you know, like most women can go back and pinpoint the hour, the moment that something happened. I suck at dates.
But the killer part was she was actually 45 minutes away from where I lived at, instead of Texas, Alabama, back in 2010. Because she was here for handling a family matter. So I didn't know. So I'm thinking when I was talking to her, because she had a Texas, she had a Texas number.
I like my telephone number. I'm not going to change it.
So I thought she was still in Texas. So when she told me she was locally, so then what happened?
Well, from then on, I think we have not slept together, either on the phone or in person, only once.
Once, because
it was twice.
I had to stay at my mom's house because my mom,
and there's no service down there.
And I had to stay with her because
and
mom, she wasn't doing well, and I had to just, you know, be with her that night and day. So we did sleep together because I called you from the phone, but then the phone hung up. Yeah, because the service sucked over there. So.
And I think the one time when you went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
For
for the funeral. So yeah,
it's only been like 2 times. So we slept together every night, either on the phone or in person. So that's how I mean, it was how a lot of people meet now. It's online and it's kind of the way that people meet. But I think it was meant to be, because we initially met in 2010, but stuff wasn't right. Timing wasn't right. People weren't right. I probably wasn't in the right frame of mind. She was with somebody else. It just wasn't right for us. So 3 years later, things change. And you see how quickly things change. And what's meant to be will be. I promise you. You look at it and you think that's the end, or you think that's all, or you think you're going to hurt forever, and you think that there's nobody else out there for you and nobody else can make you smile. But the reality is, what's meant to be will be, and there is somebody for everybody.
All the time. You just gotta, don't jump in no relationship because you think that's what you want, or you vulnerable, or you just want somebody. Don't just meet a person and just say, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend, and the next token, you don't even know nothing about her. And then if it fails, not all relationship fails, but sometimes you just gotta take your time before you jump into anything.
And don't, go ahead.
Because you don't want to, how you call it, look for no rebounders, or, I mean, some people do. Some guy love at first sight, or whatever that thing's saying. Some people do. But in a lesbian relationship, it's so different. I see people get hurt. I see people get married, divorce.
That's because, I mean, as women, we're emotional. We're very emotional. And you find yourself caring deeply about somebody quickly, but we like, let's go for it. And sometimes, yeah, go for dating. Don't go for that's my girlfriend 2 days after you meet them, because, yeah, you know.
But some people do. But like I say, some of it works.
Girlfriend is a very strong term.
It depends. Some people they work. Cause I seen people that's, you know, stay together for a long, I mean, for years before somebody done messed up. Which I was like, damn, you just met her, and then they done got married, and then they okay, but like 5-6 years later, it's done. But that's, you know, you can't predict what's gonna happen. She said she not going nowhere.
I told her I wasn't going nowhere.
She told me, hold up.
What?
She told me if I cheated with a girl, her ass better pay for the rent here.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said so y'all can understand. What I said was, I told her, tell you girl, you got a whole woman that you got a whole other family you gotta pay for, so she ain't getting no bills paid, and tell her that the first of the month comes, the rent is due. And tell her that.
Tell her.
I don't know. You tell her whatever you want to, but she not getting what she thinks she get.
Yeah, but nah, I'm not. I was never known as a cheater. I can't do that. That's too much. I think once I had my daughter 25 years old. I think once I had her, I don't like poor examples around kids. And now we have Nick. He's 12. You know, that shows a lot when you have kids involved. Now, if you ain't got no kids involved and you want to do what you do, and you know, that's whatever. But when you got kids involved, you can't be doing it. You can't hurt them kids. You just can't do it. Now, I had women in my life that had kids and did it to me. It hurt, you know, and I have a child. So what that tell you? They don't care about your kid, how they feel. But to each his own.
We got a little family. We got a girl and a boy, so I'm not having no more babies. Ever.
She was the main one. When I first met her, she was like, you want any more kids? I'm like, you know how old we are?
I asked her if she wanted any more kids, because I had to make sure, because one, I'm the one gotta have it. Two, I still have my period, so I'm like, because I'm 50 now. So I was like, let me know, because if we gonna do it, we gonna do it right.
Right.
We're gonna figure it out. And if you want a kid, we're gonna go to the doctor, get all my stuff tested out, and make sure I can maneuver and then do what you got to do. But I need to know if you wanted one, because I'm not a baby. I'm not 35. I'm not just out. I was 46, 46,
something like that.
Yes, I was getting ready to turn, because it's the end of the year, so I was still 46. So yeah, so
She 50 now.
I was 46 years old, and I need to know I want a spring chicken. You can't just pop them. One, we can't just pop them out. We don't have mistake children. We have to plan for it. It's a process.
Yeah.
So I just need to know if I had to go through the process. She said no, we got 2 of them, and if we get to a situation, we can adopt. I was like, my homie.
Yep. So anyway, we're gonna close this how we met.
So this is how we met. The internet is a wonderful thing. And that is how we met. And now y'all got us.
And we're going to be with y'all for a while. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. Smash that notification bell. And
if y'all want to know anything, if y'all want to hear anything, if y'all want to ask any questions, leave the questions and we'll do another one. If you got a Q&A, you want a Q&A, let us know and we'll do that
matter
too.
of fact, if you have a Q&A, you want to leave the Q&A questions in this vlog right here, we'll come back with those answers. I'm kind of scared what they might ask. All right.
Ask no you don't want the answer to.
All right, we out. See ya.
All right.
Damn, Missy Mari got